guys, I am ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of News Tower. Okay, so the last few episodes we've been rushing through a few things. We've got our last 6 subscribers of the Jersey Beacon in our targets. We want to also do this and print as many red herrings as possible and avoid printing any evidence. But I think that's going to be okay. Let's head in over here. We want to make a start with the big ticket item here and then add obviously whatever we can in that way. From a training perspective, we've got the power broker, adds 12 hours of reporting time and an influence point to politics and economy. So something that we considered actually something that we considered someone actually getting purchasing. Now, I'm not going to add it to a reporter, I think, but I don't think we've got any, a photographer, but I don't think we've got anybody else that we can really apply this to, right? This guy, Glenn. But Glenn is on the horoscope, so Glenn is never going to be of any value here. The only other thing that I was kind of contemplating is if we have a look at some of these people here. So where do we have appropriate people? So someone like Edith, for instance, right? Edith would be actually pretty good with this because Edith has both of those items. Gets an influence point in there. But see, first aid is so valuable, right? Because who do we have? We actually have both Beth but then Edith got that as the this one. What is this? Adds 2 quality. You see, this is an absolute useless one. So maybe, actually, let's put Alexandra on that. And so at least, do we have anybody that does both economy and politics? I think not. I absolutely think not. No economy and politics whatsoever together. Joanna, potentially, but we're using her as a photographer. So really, no. So the only one that does both of those is Edith. So Edith is actually quite. I think we just do it, right? I think we just do it. Let's just do it. Get the power broker thing in there. The employee you've chosen for training already has a trained trait. Once the training completes, the old trait will be replaced with a new one and will be lost. Cancel the training if you wish to keep the old trait. So we'll leave that there just in case we want to be reminded of that in the future, but I guess that is the plan. So let's jump straight into a few things. We can immediately start picking up some scoops over here. Multiple items that we want to grab. So let's buy the plane ticket and let's see what can we do. We can't actually open up stuff. We could potentially, if we use Sarah, maybe Sarah can unlock it for us a little bit. Fortunately, not this time around, so we'll just have to go and do it slowly and manually. I think there's reasonable enough stuff in here that we can go and send someone out this way. Alexandra, you can pop in there and go and pick that up for us. Okay. Multiple other stories will be coming online now as well, I'm sure of it. Yes, and we'll start start off with the scoops. We're going to go this way because we want the scoop more so than we want the other side of it. And we could, I guess, just put Beth onto that to go and quickly finish that one out. We'll pick up some of these other items. 3 at this kind of rate, I don't think so. We're going to recycle that one. This one is a lot better for us to maybe focus our attention on. And we can immediately maybe go all the way through. So let's do this. And then at the same time, we'll get Steven onto that with the hope that he can do it pretty quickly. So we'll do that. That should be fairly useful. If we wanted to, we could grab both of them to the editor because they'll be pretty quick. Early in the cycle, we'll go ahead and do that. Perfect. Another crime story popping up over here. Now, that's a red herring. We do want to print some red herrings, right? We get big time cash for red herrings. So I guess we'll go and try and do that. Do we have someone that can negate? So Monica, for instance. But Monica doesn't seem to want to be doing crime stories, right? So she negates the fine, but I guess that's not really the thing. Okay, so what we'll do, we will run Iona in there with the lucky, right? Excellent. She got away with it. Lucky is such a good trait to have. So you really need to try and maximize getting that. And what we'll do is put Tatiana in there. Maybe she unlocks it. No, she doesn't. So we'll run that one so we at least can get the cash for the red herring, basically. We don't want to put that one to the editor to get rid of the red herring. We do need to keep that in mind. Here we've got a risk of injury, which is in the realm of what Beth used to do. But we also have Tatiana and... Oh, no. So, sorry, who we got training for? I can't remember. Edith used to do it. But we've also got these two that can obviously negate that risk of injury. We've got a new object on this side, which is of use, but we've got no one that can negate this risk. So I guess we might leave this one here. I want to go down this path, but I don't want to risk someone in hospital here. So we'll wait for either Beth or Tatiana to come back. We'll run down here and get our object. That is a bit of the plan here. Okay, so lots of little bits and pieces happening. We're closing out over here. Tristan doing his thing over there with the ads. We want to keep an eye on that. I wouldn't mind. Oh, we can't print evidence at all. So the question is that good enough over there? I think the answer is yes, but we're not going to go down this route, which is lucky for us because that means we skip the spy altogether. Well, skip a version of the spy altogether. Okay, so let's do Francis, see if that helps us. No, not quite. So Francis, get into there. We'll go to that one and we'll skip this one altogether. Good stuff is finishing off. So instead of moving, we'll just move that kind of manually. Did we want to run that through the text editor maybe? Let's do so because we're going to try and run this ad. So maybe let's try and maximize the value we get from the ad then, right? That seems to be a reasonable thing for us to do. And we'll have this sorted now and we'll move him on as well. So let's move that one to the graphic editing desk as well. So we'll try and kind of really maximize what we get from this. Okay, so now back to the ads. We can now immediately put Steven onto the next ad. Oh, actually, that wasn't the ad. Okay, fine. If that's not the ad, that's fine. Let's just do it. Keep our editors nice and busy. Oh, we've got two text editors, actually. That's interesting. Okay, fine. Okay, next step here. Now we've got the red herring available. I think maybe Phyllis? Yeah, Phyllis. Phyllis, you do that for us. Grab that red herring for us over there. Good. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, and now we can maybe have a look. Do we have someone that we're after here? Almost. We've got Beth and team back, right? Who's here? Beth. Beth, we'll move your stuff straight up to the top. We've got multiple text editors, so let's just do that. And at the same time, is this one? Just check. Yeah, fine. All good. Okay, so now with her available, we'll pop in here and make a start, right? So now, What just happened? Oh, there she is. There she is. Okay, let's get through that one. Perfect. Cool. We'll go over to the other side, get on the next piece here. We're not going to spend any influence points. That's quite a hefty number there. But what we will try and do is try and move through this a little quicker. We can't really. So let's just get maybe Peter to go out there, do that one for us. And we'll just slowly step our way through that. We'll do the next one here as well. Monica, you can pick that one up. We'll move our way through as we can. Okay, there's our next scoop. It is a piece here that we need to get. We can get all of these things. Great. So let's try and do this and that. Obviously that's not going to unlock straight away, so that's maybe a little bit of a waste unless we could have unlocked this one too. But anyway, we'll get there. We will get there. Keep sending everything. I'm going to try and not micromanage everything. I've had some comments around the canteen, and apparently the canteen is best used. So these people who are these guys moving things through is taking it up to other people. So it's best utilized in conjunction with a dumbwaiter and having people access it directly through there. So I guess that's the thing where we need the dumbwaiter. So I don't think we've got room. If we were to add a bunch of extra floors, maybe we could spread things out a little bit, bring in a dumbwaiter to do a little bit more. I think we do have room potentially over here. Maybe if we move one of these security guards upstairs, then maybe we have room for a dumbwaiter over here. But then, of course, we need to just double check where we're dumbwaitering to. And obviously, we'll then cut off a slither of stuff on this side. So it's something we can consider. But a new story here, we'll skip that one for the time being until we just double check this. So this one we don't want to do, but that one we do want to do. I think we're going to go with Paulina over there to just pick up that last item. That's the one, right? And then over here, we will move on to the next one. I think, Tatiana, you can do that one for us. Get all the way to the end there. And then if we pop in over here, we're not quite at a position where we can do this one yet. We're not going to open that one up with influence. Was there anything here Yeah, that's fine. I think we're all good there. So this is a new story that we can make a start on. I think it's reasonable for us to do so. What I will do is I'll get Bernard onto it there so we unlock it straight away. And then we should put someone onto that as soon as we have someone available, basically. Also, over here, we need to look at the ads and get Tristan to the next item here. Let's go with a little bit of crime. There we go. We'll do that. This can be moved up to here, right? No, not yet. Oh, sorry. Repro camera. Get it to the repro camera. Okay, fine. Get that moving. This ad can go to all the way into typesetting. Get that moving too. Nice. Okay. Yeah, send all of these things. Let's do that. Got a few more people doing their thing. Okay, we'll come back to have a look at a few things. So this is not done yet. Let's pop in here. We should see what we're unlocking. Christmas lights. Yeah, whether it's worth it, I don't always know. Okay, now here we can immediately maybe put just Francis onto that. And if we go back on this side, maybe, what do we have here? Okay, we'll pay our bribe because the bribe's not going to be $5,000. So we'll pay this one. So see, that's much less. So it's a way better way of going through it. We'll get Alexandra to just finish that one off for us. That's a pretty nifty little story, that. Over here, we can pay the bribe and get to the last piece. Quite a expensive bribe. And Sarah, you can do that one for us. That's also a pretty nice little story there. Back over here, just want to see. We're still not done with that, so we'll slowly try and close that out. Okay, so we've got Bora announces presidential run. So we have a politics hot topic. So let's pop in here, see what it is that we can do. We should have got a few people almost ready to do it. So let's bear that in mind. This one should almost be done. Let's close that one out, recycle it, and see who we have. Let's run all of these people up. Okay, fine. Now stop it there. Stop it there. Now let's see. Now we should be able to send people in. So let's just do 1, 2. Almost ready for a third one. Sarah, let's move your stuff over here. Let's do that just as a bit of a thing. Sarah can do. Sarah can do it. There we go. Sarah does it. So we'll have the hot topic sorted out. Now let's move on to the next piece here. Steven, get into there. Get that scoop for us. Got a new scoop that we should run through over here. And I think what we'll do is we will step in like so. We will step in like so. And we will get Beth over there. So we'll do all three of them at the same time. Plus, they should be pretty quick due to this skill and capability for Bernard over here. Now, let's move on to this. I'm going to do this because of the old map element there. So let us put Paulina onto that one, and then we'll do the map element on that side. And over here, we've got another red herring. I think Iona can go ahead and unlock that. And what we'll do is we'll get Phyllis on there to pick up the red herring for us. Now, What I might do is I might get the editor to work on that one to remove the lie, but we'll keep the red herring. Good. Okay, perfect. Let's keep going. I'll start by moving in some of these things, or at least help moving in a few things over here. Okay, what are we seeing? Another Europe story, a sporty one. We don't necessarily need this one. Let's have a quick look at what we have available. We don't. We have reporters available that can do this. Okay, so let us actually go ahead and do this. Can we negate the risk of injury at all? I don't think we can, and that is my worry with this one. This one is not going to be useful, so I'm going to skip that one because I'm not going to risk injury now. It just isn't quite worth it. Considering we don't need all the stories, we can run other stories. The risk of injury just gets a little bit too much in my opinion, especially if we're losing a reporter for like 5 days or something. Okay, we've got another Europe story. We'll have a look. This one we can do. It's not evidence. We need to double check that when we get to it. We'll pay for this trip and we'll start maneuvering through here. Did we want to speed it along? We'll see if Tatiana will unlock it. No, unfortunately not, so we'll keep it there. This is all ready to go, I guess. Yeah, that should be done in just a minute, and we'll have the hot topic running. Nice. Okay, let's speed it along a little bit. Oh, and anyway, we need to keep going on the ads as well. So now politics is the next one. Tristan is not at his desk, so where is he busy taking stuff? Yeah, Tristan, really? You shouldn't be kind of hanging around at these places. And then what we'll do is we'll move you back down to your actual desk so that we can get you moving on the politics, which is now our hot topic. So if anything, we're going to run a bit of politics like that. Now, we also have some extra stories we can have a quick look at. We'll get Earl to go out over there. We'll see about this entertainment piece. No, we're definitely not going to run that. Just the single tag by itself is not quite there. Now, we finished off the hot topic, and we've got that ready for the week. Come on, everybody, bring in your papers. Okay, so we've got a lot of extra reporters ready to go. Let's have a quick look. Before we do this one, pop in over here to see what we need. I think Audrey can pick up on this one, and then someone like, yeah, Nick, you can go and do this. What is this? Gains experience faster. So let's just get Nick to do that. That should be pretty reasonable. We could get that piece of the story to go to the editor at least. Okay, we'll try and do that. That's reasonable. I mean, we don't need that per se. Okay, pop in here quickly. We'll grab. No, we're not going to do this single tag sport item. This is okay, but I think Nick was the person we wanted to move here. But anyway, what we'll see. We'll get Iona to come in this one. 4 lawsuits, we can manage that, I'm sure. And then what we want to do is we get Joanna to pop in here. Excellent. Double shot right there. Over here, hot topic. So we will go ahead and pick it up. Alexandra, you can grab that one for us. And then anything here we wanted to do, we can get all of these tags. So I guess we'll just do all of those tags, right? We'll do it like so. Perfect. Let's keep going. Oh, here comes the lawsuits. I need to move those lawsuits up to the top myself. Well, I will do it just to keep myself on top of that, because we don't necessarily know if it's kind of reasonably put together. I mean, if our supply desk people will actually prioritize it or not. We do need it to be a little bit more prioritized. Okay, get in here. Perfect. Okay, so keep working on that. Let's have a quick look at this one. We've got an economy one here. I guess we can pick it up. Tatiana will go and grab that one for us. It's just the single item story, which is exactly what we're kind of thinking about. Why am I hovering the megaphone rack here? So much paper out here. Bunch of other stuff that we need to move around. Okay, extra stories. Just the society one, 2 more left. I guess we can do a little bit of this. That's fine. Nothing else there. Is there anything here that we needed to... What was the new item that we gained? Oh, yes, we got the Christmas lights, of course. Okay, fine. No need for us to pay too much attention to that. Oh, there's our last scoop, so let's get that one straight away. That's fine, Alexandra. Go ahead, grab that one. That means all of our scoop items are there. We'll pick up this sport item just to make sure we do have a bit of sport there. Anybody with some really good sports skills? Locker room insider. Chance of adding attack. But this guy's working... Yeah, this was working one kind of desk, right? Lucille, what is this? Sports experts 50%. Yeah, so let's do that. Get that one on there. Lucille, you'll do that one for us. Perfect. I think that's it. That's all of our stories. Let's quickly pop back to the ads. Make sure we're grabbing some ads if we can along the way as well. And I guess we've got everything we need here. We do know about red herrings. We won't print any evidence. We've got all of those on file. At the end of Thursday, so going into Friday, we'll quickly have a look to see if anything is stuck somewhere along the way. Because that is obviously a bit of an issue there. So let's do a little bit of manual handling over here to start moving things through a little bit more. That's good. Get your work on. Okay, let's pop back in there, see if there's anything we need to focus our attention on. Not really. What I'll do is I will move this one up to the to the dark room, please. Slugs are coming down the lift. I don't know why. Is the other elevator... Yeah, the other elevator does seem to be working. So maybe... I don't know if there's really a reason for us to be doing funny things. Let's try and edit the ad a little bit more. What we'll do is we'll grab another ad here, please. Slowly get Tristan to do some more ad work. We obviously have one of our reporters back from training, which is good. Edith is now a power broker. That's adding lots of stuff to the story she'll be doing. This one is going to the repro camera. The repro camera is going to the chemical engraver. This is also a room that I think needs a little bit more support. So ultimately, where we put the printer is something that we can think about in due course, really. Let's get it to a typesetter over here. I think that's going to be just fine. You're missing out on all kinds of stuff. So let's grab some of the coal, put the coal in there. Let's grab some of the food, put the food in there at the same time. So you should be able to do your thing. We'll grab this slug, get the slug to where it needs to go. Probably, yeah. So we'll do a bit of this. We'll do a bit of that. We'll do a little bit of this one. We'll grab some of this. Just keep all of this stuff going. The ad over here can go to whoever is available. Yeah, let's just keep everything moving. Now, let's quickly have a look to see that everything is going to actually finish in time. That's a Friday finish. This is a Saturday finish. These are already finished. I guess we're in a reasonable position. That's a Saturday finish. That's a Saturday finish. This is a Friday. This one is still in progress somewhere. So I need to have a bit of a look at where this story is getting stuck. So where is this? Oh yeah, that's okay. That's fine. You'll be okay. Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, 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 and Saturday, and Saturday, and this is still in progress, and that's a Saturday. So I guess we're pretty good shape all around. Where is Tristan? Is Tristan not doing anything at the moment? Tristan is busy delivering stuff, I guess. No. So we make haste on the last one there. We will manually move this over to the chemical engraver. And if we have a look here, okay, so there's not much left here. That's done. We can move this one up to whoever has a bit of room. I guess I'll pop it in there. Got some of these guys ready to go. Do that. That's fine. There's another one here. We'll do a bit of this. Excellent. Let's just try and manage this a little bit. Try and get a few things through. So is there anybody kind of waiting, not doing anything? There's a slug there that we can move along to, say, here. And then what we can do is we can grab one of the... Oh, we need to start grabbing a bit more. Okay, let's grab 2 of them and move them out to some other ones. So give her a bit of a break over there. Just double check they're not all going. Oh, another slug ready to go. Move that over. This is looking good. There's lots of slugs ready to go there. There's an ad here. Move that down over this way. That's looking okay. How's this? This is look... Oh, many slugs here. Let's move stuff around a little bit. What's going on over here? Ooh, so tons of stuff happening right there. Okay, a little bit of manual handling there, but it should be all good. So now everybody is kind of... Okay, hang on. There's another story kind of waiting over here. You can pick up on that one for us, please. And that should be done, ready to go. So we can move... we'll move that one over there. This is done. Just see. So only one item there. Actually, let's then move that one down this way. How many items are still over here? Let's grab and move some of these to some of these other editors, right? That's fine. You should be working. Oh, you should not be working. We didn't give you one. You still have some stuff ready to go. You still have... Yeah, that's fine. You go so quickly through these things that I don't really mind that. You are resting and you're resting. So they seem to be getting a lot of the attention here. So that seems to be what is happening. Yeah, move that in through there. No problems. Get moving. This is a slug here that we can move on. Yeah, Bernie, we moved you manually. That's okay. We're not going to do that. We're going to go over here instead, please. We're going to give them a little bit of a break because we're they seem to be under a lot of strain. I guess they get too much of the stuff because they're like the first people there next to it. So that's a kind of an interesting one where I think we might want to look at moving them into slightly on both sides of the tube potentially. That's something to maybe bear in mind. But everything is going quite smoothly at the moment. I think we've got everything sorted. Even if we look at this is a Saturday finish. That's a Saturday finish. That's a Saturday finish. I think we've been super duper quick on these things. Anything still hanging out over here, right? We've done all of this, right? Nothing is kind of waiting to be managed on that side. We'll add a few more pieces of paper in there. Move some coal up into the storage facility. Because in the reality, they actually need to be up here, right? So we'll do a bit of this, yeah. Do a little bit of the manual handling while we wait. Okay, so rolling the presses. Let's quickly have a look. Now that the presses are ready to go, let's see what do we have on offer. What are we missing and what are we waiting for? We're waiting for you. They'll be finished any minute now. So really, we have tiny few pieces just kind of finishing off here. Actually, what I'm doing is I'll move you over that way so we can get it done a little bit quicker. And where is my other story then? So this one is now over there. That's fine. What is the other one? I just want to see where this is at. Okay, you're done over there, so we'll kind of move you in over here. Ooh, did I drop it somewhere? I did. We move you here. 4 hours. You're under pressure. Okay, that's fine. So let's you quickly do it. 4 hours in, we should better get it all done. So let's move through. There we go. Now all of our stories should be ready and they should be in good shape. So let us go and grab the paper, right? So what do we want to do now? We actually want to go sensational and we want to go way sensational to kind of pick that one up just in case, right? So way sensational so that we can start to go through these items. Alternatively, we can just kind of try and max out our sales. But for the time being, what are we trying to do? We don't want to print any evidence, but we'll print out all of our other stories. So we really don't need too much. So if we go here, that sends us sensational. I think I'll rather do it. Let's do the sensational side of things. Actually, where are we at? Yeah. So we want to go way right. And then we'll do another political one. And can we do another hot topic on the front page? I'm sure we can. Something that's going to give us reasonable attention. I guess either one of these. So I guess this one. I mean, that one gives us... this one will give us statement as well. So let's do that one then. That gives us quite a bit of stuff here on the sensational side of things. Hot topics. Hot topics generates 2,000 sales, right? So we'll see about another page of hot topics once we've got everything else going on for us. So now we want to keep going right. So let's quickly see. What do we have? What are the major stories? I'm a little disappointed with the sloppy production. I didn't want to see sloppy production on my stuff. Did not want to see it. A lot of the stories are left-leaning. A lot of them are. Shall we do a bunch of Europe stories? I mean, some of them... Where are my other scoops? How many have we got already in there? 2. There needs to be a few more. I'm sure some of them were Europe stories, right? Anyway, let's try doing this. And let's quickly find the rest of the Europe stories, right? What? We don't have any Europe stories? Why is that? That does not quite feel right to me. But anyway, what we'll do is we'll do this. And we'll do that. Kind of makes me wonder, do we do... Actually, do we do... We do that one instead. It's an interesting one. Okay, next page. Let's try and get our scoops out first. We want to go right a little bit more, so I guess it's left. It's left. It's a bit weird that we don't have this thing. Okay, well, let's go right. And then let's find, can we scoop something here? Yes, we can. Let's do that one. And I guess let's do this one. That seems quite useful. We would like another Hot Topics page, but we just want to make sure we're getting all of our scoops in. All of our scoops printed. Let's just check it. Where is this story? Oh, there it... Oh. And then this one? Oh, okay. Well, so it's just tiny little pieces. Okay, so what I'll do... I'll need to run a crime... Okay, so let's do this. Let's do that one. We'll do this one. And we'll do this one, right? How many herrings? We only have the one herring. So I'm sure there's another herring that we can grab. Okay, so that's okay. Then on the next one, we still need... Okay, so let's do another round of hot topics. So let's do that. That should be pretty useful. Okay, so let's do... I don't know if that's the one for us. Is there anything else here that's going to be useful to go with the politics? Not really. I mean, we could run something like this, for instance. So if we did something like that, and we then did this story, and that's actually, and this one, right? That gives us lots of topics in play there, and we're all the way... Oh, we can't go any further right. We need to bear that in mind. Okay, so now we could potentially go back left again. This is another red herring. So anything that's going to go left with a reasonable story, we just don't have much more. Okay, I guess. I mean, it doesn't have to go left, but it can't go right. So I guess we want to run this one. We would like to run maybe that one as the picture. And I guess we've got a new picture as well that we could run. I mean, we could do something like this, for instance. Anything else? Let's just double check. Don't have any other. Really do not have any reasonable. The gold tag is good, right? The gold tag is definitely good for us. We don't want to go right. So right is out of the question. We can't do that one. But we could do something like this. It's tough, right? Or we could do something like that. And that would actually stack a little bit with what we've got going on here. Oh, we need the herring. Okay, so let's do that instead. And we'll do that. So at least because the herring is going to give us big numbers. Do we have any other red herrings? Let's just double check. We've got all the red herrings printed. So the question is, we get an extra how many? 2,000 sales for this. We're not even close to any reasonable numbers here. But I guess it's all we needed to do we've done. And that's an extra $5,000 right there. Plus we're running some ads. Plus we're starting our journey up here. So let's start that. Let's print that. Let's run that. That's okay. Okay, so reasonable amount of paper sold. Not our best work, but lots of money. Lots of influence points as well. That's good. That's a really good little haul. Now our money is getting up there. And I guess what that's saying is we've actually now opened this up. All right. Take your bow, but don't forget who taught this town how to gasp. Okay, so now we go there. We've got in here again. Yes, there we go. We're getting some money from them. Okay, so let's quickly see. Gone all the way out there, picking up the item. It's actually not too difficult to manage this. It can be sometimes. Sometimes you need to leave things on the table if that's the case, but that's pretty good. So we can run it again, get another polyglot item there. Lots of ads over here. Didn't run a lot down on this side, even though we did focus on getting a few things. Oh, our wages have dropped, so we're making even more money. That's good. Reasonable amounts of cash now to go and add some extra floors if we wanted to. Now, so I guess the last thing on our plate is to go and finish off the Jersey beacon. So how you came to dance with the beacon, how adorable, but let's get one thing straight. No one steals my spotlight. So what we'll do, we're in an attention war publisher, and I trade the only currency that counts, eye-popping images. A single photo says more than your whole editorial staff on their best day. Maps show scale, illustrations hit the heart, and if I've got all three locked up tighter than a newsroom on a deadline. Think you can print your way past me? I'll drown your office in lawsuits so deep. Your delivery boys will need new shoes by Sunday. The only thing you'll be publishing is legal appeals. Okay, that's an interesting one. Process 20 lawsuits. I think we're in a reasonable spot, but we may want to add an extra lawyer to be able to do that. 20 lawsuits in the week is not too bad. And then what do we need to do here? Have one of each of these. Right, that's really quite straightforward. We will accept it. In addition, is there something we want to do? We're definitely not avoiding all of those things. If we're going over here, what do we get? Needs to be printed, and what does that mean? Okay, so we can certainly focus our attention on getting 2 of them to be printed. There's nothing bad that can happen, but we'll get some good options in there. So we'll go ahead and grab that one. We're not going to not do the front page. And that's really it. Then we're going to finish things off, right? What is this? View available interests. We've accepted it, right? So that's the one. Fine. If we do this, It's just going to give us all of these things that we could potentially do. We can go here and pick off that last item, right? If we do that, but does that give us this? We've already accepted it. And that's the hidden or picked hidden agenda items. Okay, I guess that will finish it off. Right? We've accepted it, right? No need not to do that. So we will make a start. Okay, but I'll leave the episode there. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to finish it off in the next one. Maybe we'll add ourselves an extra lawyer to deal with all the lawsuits we're waiting on. But I think image-wise, we should be able to get through them if they all don't kind of arrive kind of at the end of the day. Are all 20 lawsuits coming in straight away? Okay, so I guess that's something we'll have to do. We'll look at that in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, hit that like button. Bye-bye.